Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra's Lair. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and today we're checking out another base rush style mobile game called Seven Guardians, which is made by 433 Studios and Bulky Tree. And this is a game that takes you into a Norse Mythology themed universe where you have to take your ragtag band here of various heroes and mercenaries and a giant tank slash portable base with a howitzer on the top that kind of looks like the combination of a sphinx and an angry dwarf that sits there and quietly judges you. And you have to stop a scary, murderous, undead horde which has been summoned by Jotun the ice giant. And he's bent on, or hell-bent on taking over the various Yggdrasil-related worlds. You've got Asgard, Midgard, Lowgard, Mygard, Yorgard, all the various Guard worlds. He found a keychain that summons undead through various magics, and he's like, you know what? I think this weekend I'm going to take over the universe. And I mean, hey, what's not to love about that? So, this is a game that you can download. It's coming up in the middle of June. It's not out yet. But if you're interested in downloading this game, you can pre-register at prelaunch.me, and they will give you a little bit of extra swag when the game comes out, namely some of this blue gem in-game currency up here, along with some various tickets to summon heroes and a few items to make them more powerful. But the primary bread and butter of this game is, well, it's got a bunch of colorful characters, and you have to rush down the other team's base. So, well, I suppose we might as well jump in to the battlefield as we're trying to take over or take back the various different landmarks inside of this universe. And, well, we're just gonna go murder some things. So let's go to 2-8. 2-8, we just gotta murder some undead folks. I've already done this level, but it'll give me, if I complete it a second time, it'll give me an extra scroll for additional XP for my cavalcade of mercenary warriors. And basically, as you might imagine, from this type of game, you get these little bits of in-game resource. In this case, it's mana. And as you generate mana, you can summon various murdery heroes to your defense. And I'm actually going to summon one that's pretty bulky and murdery. I'm going to summon a big, scary golem. And each one of these different types of characters is very specialized in the sort of things that they're best to fight against. The big scary golem is good at doing a lot of smashing damage to a lot of little units, and then he also takes one heck of a punch. But similarly, this fire mage here, he summons meteors of hellfire, and he's really good at doing a lot of damage to a lot of little minions, but he doesn't take a hit at all. He's an old man. He's got a glass jaw that you wouldn't believe. So I'm just gonna summon a whole bizzity bunch of these folks and 3 of my beast warriors. 1 beast warrior spawns 3. They come in packs. Fancy thing about those murdery wolf creatures. And kinda handy too. Let me spawn some axes from my portable tank unit, my portable base. And we actually need to rush these guys down because I have a limited timer to accomplish this second level of difficulty on this map in order to win sweet, delicious bacon. And they are spawning a whole bunch of stuff. This did not give me this much trouble the first time, I gotta say. I might have to redo this, but it's a game where you're just trying to rush down the enemy before you either run out of time or you just, well, they rush you down instead. All of that stuff can be kind of a pain in the butt because, well, like I say in a lot of my videos, I prefer it when my organs stay on the inside of my body. I mean, I know I'm high maintenance like that. Oh, and we won. We've defeated the undead hordes just in the nick of time, and I reached level 5 on my character profile. And, well, if I win this particular battle again, I will win some of the extra in-game currency. So, let's travel back to town. And, whoa, what's this? A chapter boss! Oh my goodness! Gargantua, come on, man. We talked about this. I'll fight you in a minute, okay? But first, I'm gonna introduce all of you folks to... for leveling, I got some free stuff. I love free swag. That's the best kind of swag, the free kind. So, now that we've killed those folks, let's go back here to the town. And we will just start and introduce you guys. So here's our ragtag group of warriors. We've got a warlord here who's really spicy. He's level 21. I'm not actually sure how I managed to get him to level 21. It just kind of happened. And they've all got certain sort of different abilities that I'll go over in a minute. But they're all sort of have their own personalities to them that you get introduced to along the way in the storyline. And one such creature is this lady here. She's our dwarven guide, and she gives us missions that give us delicious bacony rewards. And the current one she's given us is, the more battles you go through, the more important your gears will be. Move to your inventory in the hero screen and use remaining gears to upgrade your team. And she basically helps me understand what each of the different things are in the interface, as well as drawing me along in the story with different missions and objectives. So I think what she wants me to do is open up this chest, and these will give me things like these earrings that I can use in order to buff up my character. So this one goes on a rogue. So where is my rogue? My rogue is here under daggers, and I have a flame rogue. And the trick with the rogues is they travel really fast, they sprint, they do a lot of damage, but they die like that with the snap of your fingers. And they're useful for triggering terrain traps so that they go off and they don't hurt any of your minions. They're like an advanced scout. And I don't have anything equipped on you yet, so I'm going to equip these lovely earrings. You've got to accessorize in the Norse mythology. It's almost apocalyptic, and while I'm in here, why don't I just level up my rogue a little bit with a couple of these scrolls. There we go. Level them up to level 9. Beautiful. And these guys level up naturally, which is, I like that a lot more than other base rush games. But you've got a lot of depth here as well, in case you want to do all of that. So I can gear upgrade you. Well, the quest says I can gear upgrade you, but I don't have anything to upgrade you with. I do have a hero ticket, though, that I can use to summon a 3-star hero of my choice. Ooh. Look at all these guys. Look at how spicy they are. What do we want? What are we feeling like? You know, I don't have a new giant yet. What kind of giant can I get? I can select this. Ooh, this guy's got horns, though. Let's select this guy. Ticket will be consumed after summoning a poison golem. Look at that bad boy. Doesn't he look mean? Oh, I can't wait. Let's go to our golem, and let's equip our new 3-star Murdertron, who's actually all around better than our previous golem in every way. So I'm going to assign you. I'm actually going to level you up. So here, let's put in some elixir. Can I not use this elixir on you? Oh no, it's only usable on 2-star characters. Well, that's no fun. So let's level up our golem all the way with all of my scrolls. Look at that big scary poison golem. And something else you can do in this game is you can actually upgrade these guys further to like a 1-star or 2-star or 3-star character, or like extra little levels that increase the effectiveness of all of their past levels to date. And you do that by feeding them other people. It sounds morbid, but it's not as morbid as one might think. So, alright. Well, how many people do I need to feed him? This actually has a pretty high failure rate, but basically, you can get people like, who did I upgrade? Didn't upgrade you. Didn't upgrade, oh, here we go, like this Flame Defender. Basically, every plus number, +1, +2, just increases their overall effectiveness. And then you can kind of go in here and mix and match different element types, different unit types. Like I can have just a Dwarf Warrior, which only spawns 1 Dwarf Warrior at a time. Or I can use this Beast Warrior, which actually spawns 3 warriors at a time. So that's actually kind of handy. And you can mix and match those to go on all sorts of murdery adventures. And then, like a lot of these semi-social games, you can log in once a day, and you get all sorts of free swag. Like you get extra food and extra movement speed stuff. And those actually affect how often you can go and do different stuff in the game. Because it's a freemium game, they want to try and get you to spend money somehow. And And then you can also get some free in-game currency from the gem lady. Every day you log in. Today I got 9 gems, and this magic, or this king guy, periodically, will give me magic items that I can then use as currency in the game, like actual gold currency. And this guy actually lets you win stuff pretty often. And then there's also this magic guy who gives magic items. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. And there's also side quests and missions, but I'm not quite bulky and strong enough yet to do those. So let's see here. Let's go attack the Gargantua. This Gargantua the Carnivorous. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's under missions. Or was it? No. Missions is actually side objectives. They're kind of like achievements, and they also give you sweet, delicious rewards. Let's see, I think it was it quests? No. Where was it I went to go attack the boss? That is, well, I know I can attack the boss by just attacking him like this, so let's attack the boss. This is the area boss. His name is Gargantua the Carnivorous. He eats people. He literally eats people, which makes him a bit of a pain in the butt to fight. So he'll actually eat this guy. Look, he just picked up that he'll get him pick someone up here in a sec, and he's going to try and nibble them. See, there he goes. He just ate my shield warrior. Who does that? That's just rude, if you ask me. And he'll even eat my giant scary golem. Look how scary that golem is. He just ate that giant scary golem. What the heck, man? So I'm just gonna have to spawn a bunch of minions to deal with this. Get him axe throwing tank. That's right. We'll get you yet, Gargy. Just give me a sec here. We'll get you. He's actually attacking me now, which I don't want. You were much easier the first time I fought you, sir. We might actually need to... well... Nah, this is fine. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure no way will we explode. Or anything of the like. That's right, Gargy. Don't you judge me with your weird plant parts. I know you want to do that, Gargy. Don't do it. That would be rude. Gargy. Gargy, we talked about this, Gargy. Why would you do this? I thought we were... Gargy. We talked about this, man. Alright, let's try that again. Now, there is a feature that I always find somewhat controversial in these games. And that, quite simply, is that there is a auto button. There's an autopilot button here that will actually play the game for you. It doesn't play it quite as effectively, I have found, but it does play it pretty well so that you can actually play a lot of these levels on autopilot without too much worry. That's kind of weird. I mean, I'd figure if you wanted to play a game like this, you'd really want to control it and have some fun with it, but I guess that's not quite the demographic. But I don't really use that, so I'm just gonna spawn a bunch of characters and murder his face. That's right, Gargy. I know what you're up to. That's right, I'm gonna get you, Gargy. Just you wait. Gonna summon another big scary golem. Gonna do it. You made me do this, Gargy. Look at him. He poisons you. He's mean. He's got a frowny face and spines on his head. So the golem specializes in taking out little characters. The archers specialize in taking out flying characters. And the warriors are general purpose, stab you in the face. The golem, like I said, is just big and tanky. And then you've got the warlord. And the warlord specializes in sort of buffing characters around him so they take less damage and can put up more of a fight. And he's also pretty tanky and draws a lot of the aggro. So it's good to kind of know when you want to use them. Sometimes using the big tank isn't that great because the enemy has enough power to burn him down, and you actually need something that can take out a bunch of little guys very fast. And I will support you later by giving feedback another time, probably after I'm done with this review. And now we have to fight some banshees. Sounds good to me. We will murder their sweet, delicious faces. Now, what's up with these kegs? I don't trust these keg things. These explode? I bet these explode. Yep, they explode, which is why you send in the rogues to take care of them for you before it becomes a problem. And you can actually pull back here to see what's going on behind your lines. I always like to lead with a giant golem because there's a bunch of these little banshee dudes. And in the event of anything suspicious happening, I can hit this emergency elixir button there in the lower right corner. It's kind of pay to win, but it gets more expensive as you go, and you can't just spam it every level if you're having difficulty to cheese the game. It can be a little pay to win, or it can seem that way, but it's not quite. It's pay for convenience with these types of games, you know? You feel me? But so far, you know, I haven't really run into a situation where I've felt that I've hit a wall for the premium side of things where I had to spend money, which is especially concerning when you're in like a beta mode or a beta stage. But I haven't had that problem, so I've been pretty hunky-dory happy with this so far. And so far, I really like this game. There's a lot of varieties, a lot of fun, bubbly characters to it that you can engage with and experience and meet. And there's a fun little Norse mythology-based story going on. Although I think my one qualm in this game is simply that some of the Norse mythology is, I think, a little bit wonky. Like, it's not set up correctly. Like, you can fight a dragon as a world boss raid called the Nidhogg, but the Nidhogg is a worm. I know this because I played the game Nidhogg and looked it up. Nidhogg is a worm that eats away at the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil, whatever it was called. I forget actually off the top of my head. And a dragon is not a worm, so some of it doesn't quite match up, but it's pretty on par for the most part. Pretty decent stuff. So we're just trying to cheese through all these. Look at how mean these guys are. They're just ripping through my units. They've got these guns. They got science. They're learning. They're like those raptors from Jurassic Park, the spicy devils. That's fine. I will just summon a warlord to do my, I guess it's not technically evil bidding, although I usually like to play the villain a little bit. So let's see, let me spawn some more axes and some lightning. Looks like I'm getting to the point where I need to upgrade my units again big time. And the best way to do that is to simply go through challenge modes in this game and try to beat your best record or time, or just do missions and stuff to get extra experience to level up your crew of mercenary soldiers and heroes. But for the most part, I haven't really hit any walls, and I do enjoy the artwork as well now that I'm looking at the background too. Very nice illustrated everything. So let's go back to town, unless it wants me to like do another raid boss or something. And that, in a nutshell, is 7 Guardians. You're playing as a bunch of different heroes that also have this giant tank unit. This is your portable base, which you can also upgrade. And they're going around trying to save the world from that spicy ice giant. Oh, I can actually upgrade my different abilities on this guy. I didn't realize that. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. And then you can actually upgrade more of these. Look how spicy it is. This one's Gulltop. It's a frickin' unicorn. This is a giant, scary wolf fox thing. Bears the soul of the hellhound, Fenrir. Oh, Fenrir, god of war and fondling stuff. You're so spicy. So again, if you want to download this game, comes out middle of June. It's available for pre-registration on prelaunch.me if you want some free in-game swag, including 500 of the in-game currency, some hero tickets to spawn a hero in the shrine. You can get all of these cool shrine monstrosities. Well, not all of them. You can get a few of these guys to start you out. You can summon them through here. And you also get some stuff that lets you upgrade your party, some gear upgrades. And once the game is out, if you didn't get a chance to grab it on prelaunch.me, because I'm not going to take this video down at any point, I will go back and I will update the video and maybe remind me if I haven't yet with the download links so that you can play it to your heart's content. And I really wouldn't worry. You get a lot of free in-game stuff from these guys. This gnome, and then this magic guy here is going to let me win some more free, delicious rewards. Some gold and such, so I really wouldn't worry about the freemium aspect. I mean, you can buy stuff in here, like the diamonds cost $3 for 30, $9 gets you 100, and $90 gets you 1,000, which, you know, it's funky. I'd prefer to just buy a game outright, but they offer you the chance to do that instead because it's free to play. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I do recommend Seven Guardians. I quite enjoyed checking this game out. You can grab those links in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Toodles, everybody.